What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Awesome Nerd Show. Today we're looking at the new Hasbro Marvel Legends Target exclusive Ragnarok figure. So this is pretty cool to get Ragnarok. So it's an alternate version of Thor, like a robot clone version of Thor. So it has that classic look of Thor, especially if you switch the head out, you would just have the classic look of Thor there. But we get his Ragnarok face there as well, showing that he's like a robot. Comes with a Mjolnir and everything, especially the spinning Mjolnir, which looks really cool. So I'm excited to see that. And overall, this figure just looks awesome, especially with that classic look of Thor, because I absolutely love that look, and overall it looks pretty good. So there we can see the artwork on the box and the bigger picture there on the back, which again looks pretty awesome. So I'm excited to open and check this figure out. So let me get it out of the box and we'll take a look at it together. So I got Ragnarok out of the box and he just looks really cool, you know, very much like that classic Thor, and I'll show you the comparison. They're pretty much the exact same figure, just modified. But Ragnarok is a clone of Thor created by Tony Stark from a strand of Thor's hair that Tony created for his strength to have on his side during the Civil War storyline, where Ragnarok used his hammer to blast a hole in Goliath's chest and killing him. So that kind of changed up a bit of the Civil War story, but he was eventually destroyed by Hercules during the final battle of Civil War. And so he's pretty much just Thor, but because he's not as guardian, you know, he's like a robot, as you can see with his face, he's not as powerful or as strong as the original Thor, but he is stronger than most superhumans, and he is nearly invulnerable because of his dense flesh and bones, so it's really hard to defeat him. So like I said, he does look pretty much exactly like Thor, but I like the robotic pieces sort of thrown in. So on his face, he's got the red eyes, so that kind of adds to it, and then this head, he has, you know, part of his face ripped off, so you can see the roboticness in there, and then he's got the one robotic hand there on the left as well, so that kind of shows that he is a robot and not exactly Thor. But as I mentioned, he does look like the other Thor we've had, that's like the classic one, so here is that version. So you can see it's pretty much the exact same figure. They just changed a little bit of stuff. Looks like they maybe let the cape be a little bit brighter, changed some of the hair more to a brown, the wings are different colors. So the classic Thor is like a whitish silver, where this one is more of a cream color. Of course, the face design with the red eyes, and then the overall body design looks pretty similar until the boots, where you can see the difference in the wrapping, where Ragnarok has more brown compared to the yellow. So that's pretty cool. They just took the same figure and modified it to give us this Ragnarok look. But for his movements, to get the head that can twist very little side to side because of the hair, and then look down and up. So again, very little movement just in the head overall because of the hair. Shoulders can come up to 90 and rotate all the way around. Bicep twist, the double elbow joint that bends up that far, so pretty good. And wrist can twist around there and flex up and down for this hand. We have the upper ab crunch there, so crunch forward and crunch back, so little crunching, and can twist there side to side, and then also has a twist all the way around at the waist. Hips can come up to 90 out to the side that far, thigh twist all the way around, double knee joint that bends up that far to the back. There is a shin twist right in the middle of the leg there, and the foot flexes back and forth and can twist side to side. So it is a pretty good figure, has really good movements and everything. The only real issue I have with this is getting in the stand. Sometimes because of the cape being so big and heavy, it kind of pulls him backwards. So you just got to get him leaned forward a little bit to counterbalance. And then he comes with a number of accessories. So like first off, we get a left hand. So if you don't want to have his robotic hand, we have just a plain humanoid left hand, so it can hide some of his look, as well as a full face, so without the robotness, but it still has the red eyes there. So let's go and switch this out along with the hand, so it looks more just like normal Thor. So there he is with the normal face and the normal hand there. So now it just looks much like just normal Thor, and we can bring that other one back. So yeah, the only real difference you can tell is that the eyes, so the Ragnarok has the red eyes with this. And back to his original look there, he also does come with a Mjolnir replica, so a hammer that looks just like Thor's and has a lot of similar powers, like he can control lightning. It's just not obviously as magical as original Mjolnir, but it even has all the writing and stuff on it there, so it carries off that look. So we can put this into his hand. So there he has the hammer, which is cool, but what's really cool about this figure is it comes with the Whirling Hammer effect. So it has the hammer piece, so it has the handle you can put into his hand, and then it's loose, so it does spin around there, which is really cool. So we have all the hammers there, of course the same hammer just over and over again, with some blue lines in between to create that whirl effect, so that looks really cool there. So let's go and put this into his hand. So there's Ragnarok with that effect, and of course it's hard to get him to stand at all because now he's super weighed down, so getting him to stand is not easy, but it's cool to have Ragnarok there with the nice swirl effect. So you can have that and just kind of swirl it there, which is really cool to have that. And then with that, we could have a face-off between classic Thor and the Ragnarok Thor, which is pretty cool. And of course, with this effect, you can use this for normal Thor if you want. Just take and put it into his hand because it just looks like the normal Mjolnir. So you can use that there if you want to. But I think it's really cool. I just wish it was much easier to get him to stand up with this thing because it's pretty hard. That just looks really cool overall for this Target exclusive Ragnarok figure. But let me know what you thought of it down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this review, let me know with a thumbs up. But I want to thank y'all for watching. I hope you all stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in our next review.